How's it going out there? Yeah, that's right, you. I'm touching your nose. I'm touching your nose. How's it going, guys? My name is TheSwollenGamer, and welcome to a vloggity McVlog. Is there a hole in my freaking key? There's a hole in one of my keys on my keyboard, guys. Stand back! Oh, Jesus. Yeah, that's definitely a hole. Let's just address the elephant in the room. Today is Suicide Prevention Day, or like International Suicide Prevention Day, something like that. And I think the name is pretty self-explanatory. Collectively, as a population, as fellow human beings who are neither greater nor less than anyone else, reach out to those in need. And because of this community that we have formed together, and the fact that I happen to be the head of this community, it's my responsibility to reach out to at least all of you guys. I'll be honest, you guys, I really don't prepare things very often for these types of videos. I just turn the camera on and let things flow, whatever comes out. Yeah, I'm just gonna be real with you. I'm gonna say what's on my mind, and I'm going to relate it in ways that I feel things should be related, and just kind of share my beliefs with you all, I think is what I want to do in this video. I posted something on Twitter yesterday that said that the human heart, your heart, literally pumps 2,000 gallons worth of blood through 60,000 miles of blood vessels throughout your body every single day to keep you alive. And what I said was that if that is not a miracle, then I don't know what is. And as a lot of you guys know, I'm in college studying the human body. I'm going in as like an exercise scientist, and I hope to, you know, become maybe a physical therapist one day. I don't know, we'll see how this whole YouTube gig works out. But it really helps you develop an appreciation for what you have, what you've been given. Like when you think about it, as human beings, we did not earn our bodies. Like we didn't have to work for our bodies. We did not have to put together, you know, a resume in order to be promoted life. That being said, that doesn't mean it's easy. Everyone has incredible potential, and so many of us just choose not to see it. I haven't really shared things like this before, but as we move forward with the channel, I'm trying to be more open to you guys, and I believe in total transparency. I haven't lied to you or anything like that. I just kind of you know, maybe haven't told you every single fact about me. I struggle with depression more often than a lot of you would think. It runs in my family, basically both sides, so in layman's terms, I guess you could say I'm genetically screwed. Yeah, I definitely don't have genetics working in my favor. We got heart problems in the family, we got blood pressure issues, you name it. I had borderline hypertension when I was younger. It's so easy to be depressed. It's easy, and it's borderline comfortable. I think that's why so many of us go to it. It's much more difficult to have an optimistic outlook in life because there is some fucked shit, man. There is some messed up stuff in this world that if we choose to focus on it regularly, and all the things that we don't want in our lives, of course we're gonna be depressed. It's easy. It takes much more strength and courage to decide to become happy. And it is a decision. It is within your power. Now, I'm not saying that's going to be a one and done type of deal, because that's not how life is. Life is a process. There is no end. To end is to die. And ending it prematurely because of just how you're feeling in the moment, I know it sounds cliche and all, but is a permanent solution to a temporary problem, I think is how the saying goes. And they actually find in most cases that those who attempt suicide but fail come to the realization that what they really wanted was a different life and not to necessarily end theirs. But the problem is when you end it, you don't get a new one. But I understand there are different levels of depression. And I understand that there are levels of depression that I have never even experienced before in my life, and that I probably have no right to talk about. However, what I will say, no matter what stage that you're at in your own life mentally, you must believe that there's always going to be a better day. People care so much about you. I care about you, you know, and you guys care about me, and I know that, and I see that in the comments. I mean, like I said, I struggle with it myself. I've never even come close to suicidal thoughts. But if you do, talk to somebody. If I knew you personally, and I borderline know some of you personally, just from how much we've engaged and talked over time, like on Twitter or on the comments, and I found out that something had happened to you, regardless of what it is, if it was something bad, it would crush me. And it would crush your friends, it would crush your family. You have to stay strong for them, and if you don't think that you can do it alone, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Reach out to somebody. Reach out to somebody. Reach out to me if you need to. You know, I will be there. We have a limited time while we're here anyway. There's really no point in leaving early. We've been given this gift of life from whomever that you choose to believe in, and therefore it is our responsibility to give that gift back. And oftentimes that is really the key to happiness, I find, is just doing it for other people. I'm not saying you have to make everyone happy, because then you'll be miserable. What I'm saying is writing one day at a time. That's my philosophy. That's how I deal with my issues sometimes, man. You know, like sometimes, like when I'm feeling super down, depressed, I think, wow, you know, what can I do for somebody else? You know, and I've done a number of service projects in the past, and I don't want to boast about what I've done in my life because I'm so great or whatever. So I'm not going to go into details, but there is something magical about serving others. So that could definitely be a solution for you. As we got that hand in the way, yeah, let's do a virtual hug. You ready? 3, 2, 1. Oh God, that was so good. I like what I got today though, guys. Just this ought to make you feel better. But look what I got. Yeah. Yeah. Happiness. And actually when I got this, I like I said about being mindful of my emotions. Like I genuinely focus on it on a regular basis because I kind of can be a little chaotic up there. When I initially saw this in my car, I was really upset, like I'm not gonna lie to you, but you know, I was shocked at my ability to handle it, and I was like, you know, there's the different ways that, you know, I thought about it. What really I find resourceful is this guy, I don't know, some of you probably heard of him. His name is Anthony Robbins. He's been around for a long time. He's like an expert in peak performance and stuff like that, and he does stuff for like business and all that sort of thing, but he also does things in the areas of relationships and how to handle your emotions, because emotional strength carries over to literally every aspect of your life, because your emotions directly influence your decision making. I know I'm getting way too technical for this video, but if that's something that interests you, which I find very resourceful, his name is Anthony Robbins. Just look him up. He's got a lot of videos on YouTube that you can watch through, just seminars and stuff like that. Anyway, so yeah, I got this, but then I eventually just laughed it off, and I was like, you know, I'll share the story. I'll share the full story for you guys, because I'm sure a lot of you guys are gonna ask why I got that. Keep in mind, I'm 3rd year in college now. This is my first violation I have gotten, period, since I started driving 5 years ago. I've never got a speeding ticket, never got a parking ticket, warnings, I've never been pulled over, nothing. So when I saw this, it was kind of a shock, but I guess there's a first time for everything. I get done with my class, right? I got done with the anatomy lab and all that sort of thing. My campus is huge. It's basically like a city by itself, Ohio State University. My classes are on like main campus, right? But where I park is considered West Campus. So I literally have to take a 20-minute bus ride just about from Main to West in order to get to my car. But there's no really good spot that the bus drops off at, to the point where I can actually go to the gym, because I like to work out after my classes. So what I do is I just take the bus back to my car, and then I drive to the gym and park there in order to work out. But the parking is technically not considered West Campus. It's considered a step up above that, which costs literally 3 times as much as the West Campus lot permit. So I was like, screw that. I don't want to buy the step up for 3 times the amount. So what I do is I just drive there with my car, and I have gotten away with it every single time I've ever parked in a C lot ever. And I've done it a lot, you know? And so that's the story. I went and I parked my car. I went inside, worked out, came out, and I found this. And they got me. That's my video. That's my public service announcement, reaching out to you guys. I love you all. That's genuine. And thank you all for the support. I know a lot of you guys are probably stressing out extra because of school starting for most of you, and you know, just life in general. I know it can be hard. I'm right there with you, trust me. I got like 3 exams next week. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you found this resourceful. Listen, if you know like a friend or a family member who would somehow benefit from this video in any way, don't hesitate to show them. Basically, my entire desire to grow as a channel is just to have more of an impact on just a greater number of people because of strength in numbers. Like, we can accomplish more the bigger that we are. Having like that family type of culture and being able to help one another is so important to me. If you enjoy it, you know, you don't need to do all the outro stuff. Just know that I love you. You matter always to everyone around you, your friends and family, and to me. And I will see your beautiful faces in the next one. Goodbye.